what you gonna do, brother? Oh, yeah! Woo! What? What? If you smell what the rock...
You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man.
Welcome to another edition of Around the Turnbuckle. My name's the Big Alboski. That guy right there is Professor Keith. And joining us back again from WWWA is Brickhouse. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm pumped. I'm jacked. It's 4th of July weekend. I haven't started drinking yet, so when we're done here, that's where it's heading.
Believe me, with everything I've been going through the past week, it's been tempting to grab a few beers, but trying to hold off a little bit.
What's up, Big Chris Vant down in South Carolina? Always joins us, right, Keith?
He does.
He does.
I appreciate you, Chris.
All right, man. So Keith and I, all right, Brickhouse.
Keith, right into it. Mm-hmm.
Keith and I were there live, man. We were there last weekend, the outdoor show, the 41st anniversary show, and it was a great show from top to bottom. Great matches, and you were involved in a few of them. You were, in particular, you were really involved in your boy Roadblock trying to regain the United States Hardcore Championship from JT Cage. He was unsuccessful, so take us to the events that led after that.
All right, so I get into the ring afterwards to make sure that he's all right, and he kept yelling, where were you? Where were you? And I told him point blank, I'm like, I told you to be ready for this, because now that Cage is a champion, he's not going to want to lose it. He's going to go through hell and fire to make sure that he keeps that title. Mm-hmm. And apparently the only thing the video picked up was me saying, I told you, according to that one who's been harassing me since last week.
Right.
But he goes and kept, when he said about, where were you? Here's the thing. If Hackguy's not getting involved in the match, why should I get involved in the match? It's two men that are in there chained together. They want that. They got a feud to settle. Let them settle it. There was no reason for me to get in that ring whatsoever. So I stayed out. Hackguy stayed out. I stayed out. The guys called for the weapons. We handed them in, but we stayed out and we stayed on our respective sides of the ring. And apparently, that's something that Roadblock couldn't handle, was the fact that I didn't get involved in that match. So he felt that it was okay to spear me and then whip me with a chain. Like, why? What was the point?
Yeah, I mean, as close as you guys have been, I can understand you have disagreements. Maybe even if it got to the level where he was like, let's terminate the business relationship. But you guys didn't just have a business relationship. You didn't just have a manager-client relationship. You guys were friends. I mean, you've been describing it all week as you guys were like brothers. And I know brothers fight, but I mean, Jesus, that was intense.
Yeah, and the thing was, like, when I started doing security and everything, I was one of the main things you do that they teach you about paying your dues is doing the ring setup and the ring breakdown at the end of the shows when you show the chairs are put away. And I had seen him at plenty of those, but we never actually really talked. And then I started hanging out at Bud Carson's Pro Wrestling World in Allentown when it was still open, and that's actually where I first started talking to Chad. And then when Mongoose gave me the offer about going down and start training out Goosebumps, I was like, all right, cool. So I went down there, and that's where me and Roadblock started connecting, and that's where, like, the brotherhood had started there. And we used to, travel up and down the roads together, and just, there's plenty of stories I can tell you. But I still can't believe what happened, and the fact now that I'm catching heat that people are actually putting it on me that he lost that match. Now, I said I wanted to come on here and spit some facts today to prove about how blind people can be.
Yeah.
So let's go through since Roadblock won the title. All right, his first match for the title was against Dennis Reaver. Now, when he came out, not only did he have me in his corner, he also had Wolfman. I didn't get involved in that match. Wolfman did. Then he had the rematch with Dennis Reaver. I believe we're at Coventry Mall, and for the United States Hardcore title. And they battle it out, and we just got the Coventry Mall, and Roadblock tries to throw Reaper through a window. Way to go, genius! So there was some interference with that where I was throwing in the weapons and everything. Then fast forward to Tony Cheney when he had him. The first go ahead they had, there was interference where I distracted Tony Cheney, and then when we turned around, Roadblock was able to hit him with the spear. The second time that they had the match together, Roadblock hit him with a spear, but of course he was ready for it. He started to get right back up from the first spear. Roadblock's back was turned. If I didn't start yelling one more time, Roadblock would have turned around into something and lost that title right there and then. Then the third time, of course, you had me as Roadblock's manager and Tony Cheney's girlfriend as his manager. Now, yes, there was outside interference where we were yelling at each other, and then Cheney got distracted again, turns around, boom, Roadblock hits spear, 1, 2, 3 for the win. Go to Keanu Kokina when Roadblock faced him for the hardcore title. Towards the end of the match, Keanu came out, grabbed the hardcore title, went to hit Roadblock with it. I jumped up on the apron, I grabbed the belt, brought it down. He started jawjacking me, turned around, Roadblock hit spear, 1, 2, 3. Now, this is stuff that happened in multiple matches. Let's go back with JT Cage. The first time they had a match together, there was jawjacking going outside by Hat Guy. Hat Guy ended up smacking me. That's when I started laying punches into him. JT Cage came out, hit me with a chair, rolled me inside, was about to break my neck, but then Roadblock got up. Cage jumps off the turnbuckle onto the ground. Roadblock hits him with a spear, 1, 2, 3. Right. The second time they face off is after Cage had done what he done to my arm. And I come into the ring, my arm full and cast, and I ran at Cage and I railed him with the cast. Cage gets up, Roadblock hits him with the spear, 1, 2, 3. Now, the one time that I am not in Roadblock's corner, he loses the title.
Right.
Now, what am I saying about these facts here? Look at all the matches I just talked about. The whole reason that Roadblock was able to hit that spear was because I was interfering in the matches. Roadblock kept that belt for 2 years because of me. He wasn't man enough to do it himself. He always had to have me step in. So not only did he lose it the first night that I wasn't there, but the second night when they face off again at the 41st anniversary show where I don't get involved, he loses the match. Now, let's go back even further before he was even champion and I was managing him. He had 3 shots at the World Heavyweight title against Wyndham. Okay? So the first time with Wyndham tried to get the chair to hit Roadblock, and I jumped up on the apron, grabbed it, brought it down. And when he turned around, this was actually for non-title. But Roadblock comes at him and hits the spear. Actually, it was the last year in June because it was right before July 4th. And then hits him with the spear, 1, 2, 3. So because Roadblock wins that, he was able to get another title shot. Wyndham again tries to interfere, and not interfere, but grab the chair to cheat. I go and I grab it, but Wyndham turns around, gut checks me with the chair. And then as he's turned around, Roadblock runs headfirst into the chair, knocking himself out. And then the second one was just pure stupidity. Roadblock didn't have his eyes open. Boom, it hits 1, 2, 3. Okay. So again, the whole thing is like with Roadblock, if I was not in Roadblock's corner, there is no way he would have held on to that title for 2 years.
Mr. Cage is chiming in with, hello, how you doing? Let's not skip over the fact that I killed the Brickhouse Club. Thank you. And then he's like,
okay.
You were there on the 41st. I still got my hand raised. Wow, dude.
Okay, see, now again, this is what I'm talking about with people being blind. What I just said, Cage, open your ears, was the fact that I did not interfere in that match. In all of Roadblock's title defenses, I have interfered. In the second time that you guys have squared off, I railed you with my cast to make sure that Roadblock was able to hit the spear. The third time you guys face each other is when you won the title because I was banned from the building. So, Hat Guy didn't interfere at the 41st anniversary show. Why should I interfere in that match? What happened? You were victorious. Congratulations on that. Roadblock couldn't get the job done because I didn't interfere.
Mighty words.
Yeah, so you've been getting a lot of flack from fans, and then one in particular who is calling Roadblock a local hero, a Quakertown hero.
If that is your vision of a local hero, a man that can't get a job done by himself, your town is pathetic.
Ow.
Yeah, and what kind of hero stabs his manager in the back, and it's one thing to spear you, but then he whips you with a chain.
But not only that, but to spear me onto thumbtacks at that.
I forgot about
How could you forget about the thumbtacks?
I got back to the locker room. I pulled 30 of them out of me, and believe me, that didn't feel very pleasant. And what ticks me off even more, those pants and those shoes, I just got the night before. So I'm like, that's $70 down the drain right there. But it was, for the life of me, I can't believe that you're sitting right there in the audience, right there. You're looking at the action, and you're still going to say, oh, it's Brickhouse's fault. How the hell was it my fault?
And there it is. There he is. How disrespectful. Michael Busseroni, am I saying that right?
I have no clue. You can call this guy a freaking douchebag for all I care.
Now, I call him Michael. I'm going to say Michael because I don't want to butcher his last name. But
call him Mike. He doesn't deserve the name Michael.
Okay, Mike. He's at every show. I know that, right? Am I wrong? I mean, he's a fan, a WWWA fan.
If that's what you want to call it, WWWA stalker is more like it.
But it appears like he's more in the corner of Roadblock in this situation than you.
Are you kidding me? Did you see the post that he was putting up today where he's wearing a little Hawaiian shirt, trying to be like Hat Guy? And
Hat Guy.
Is he dumb? Like, for real, Hat Guy doesn't even respect the guy. I mean, for crying out loud. You can sit there and you can buy as much chapstick as you want to kiss as much ass as you can, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be you. A giant turd in the gutter.
Mr. Cage, maybe you just suck. As a manager, I don't need your congratulations, kid. Get the hell out. You failed at everything. You're talking about shoes and fashion. Please shut the hell up. Still corny.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of stalkers.
Yeah, Cage, can we go with how many thumbtacks you have to pull out of you? Because I really don't remember seeing that many.
No, but I always say I don't love Cage's life choices, but you got to respect him as an athlete, and especially at the level that he's at. Yes, there's no living with him now that he's finally won a title. I didn't think he could get much worse, but holy God, did he play challenge accepted on that. But you've got to respect his athletic ability. You can't discount that he is a fantastic wrestler, that he knows what he's doing in there. It's just unfortunately he makes bad choices about what comes out of his mouth and who he associates himself with.
Well, that's only because he's the type of man that didn't have the filter installed between his brain and his mouth, so whatever he thinks comes out. But yeah, he doesn't need my congratulations or anything like that. He got Hat Guy in his corner. The original family. Big props to them. But besides that whole scenario right there, one thing I gotta say. It is an extreme blessing to have 309 pounds of dung lifted from my shoulders. All right.
Wow.
Where many people may see that, Roadblock, he hurt Brickhouse. He done me a favor. I don't have to carry that guy anymore. He's off on his own. He's off doing his own damn thing. I don't need to carry him on my back anymore. If he wants to go out, he wants to get the title shots and everything, let that be. As a matter of fact, let's take a trip down memory road real quick. I don't know if you guys were there when the challenge was made for the United States Hardcore title. Yeah. But the thing was, Roadblock didn't ask for that shot. I got him that shot. I got in the ring. I got the microphone. I made the announcement. Dino accepted. Not Roadblock. Roadblock didn't do a damn thing. I did it.
True.
Now, you want to talk about somebody who's a true champion? Somebody that went out there, they earned their way? Cage, don't worry, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Tommy Vex. All right.
Yeah.
And when him and Cortez Castro put on that match for a high impact title, yo, that was off the hook. And even though Cortez more or less kept going at Mary Elizabeth outside the ring and making his focus towards her, sooner or later, I saw that's what cost him that title. So Vex, his talent, his charisma, that's why he got that shot.
Okay, I hear you, kid. Dung. Ha 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 ha.
I'm trying to keep it clean in case there's kids watching.
We're on YouTube, man, and we're rated for adults, so let it fly. Mike is back. All right,
boy.
Mike is back with this is about your failed leadership, not Roadblock or the original family.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. This guy is wearing blinders. Okay,
2 L's.
My failed leader. How did I fail? Like, I did what was right. I did the right thing. And you guys are still saying that I failed as a manager. No, he failed not only as a wrestler, but as a person.
Tell JT Cage undercard to have. Tell JT undercard to have several seats. Big TJ chiming in.
Well, you know, the man's so skinny and he's so small that odds are when Hat Guy drives him to the show, he needs a booster seat. But you know, kids under 5 got to be in the back seat strapped in.
Yeah, big shout outs to TJ Spitter for chiming in. What's up, my man?
That was Spitter?
That was Spitter. This is Spitter.
I never knew
right
that was
here.
his real last name.
That's it. Yeah, and TJ you can see TJ this Wednesday on Spitting with Spitter, man. Thanks for chiming in, my brother. Big shout out.
Mhm.
All right, so moving forward, how does the rest of the Brickhouse Club feel in comparison to how you feel?
You know, as of right now, I really haven't really gotten a chance to vote to them. But you see for a fact, all right, let's go back to the tag match at the 31st anniversary show, where again, because the guys were too much, as in Cody and Greg in the tag match, the Atkins had to cheat to steal the victory by doing the twin magic. I thought only women did that, man. Like, when I saw that happen and Carlucci counted, and then when I told Carlucci, did you not look at the name on the tights? They switched. And the look on Carlucci's face was not to be like, oh, shit, I didn't look.
Yeah.
But you saw they were mad that they didn't win. The fact that I believe it was Greg had shoved Cody, but at the end, we all still walked out together as a team. You know, like you said, brothers fight. All right, and that's what happens. But Tommy went out with Mary Elizabeth, successfully defended the High Impact Championship
that's a big
against Suicide Myers.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
We were talking before. Suicide Myers goes 6'3", and to have Tommy, who's like 5'9", go up against somebody like that and still come out victorious, that was awesome. And if you actually speak to the fans that were there that night, they always say that was one of the top 2 matches of the night at the 41st anniversary show.
Yeah, I agree.
Mr. Cage is back. I see you showing your teeth. Get down, kid. However, always remember, I joined Hat because you were there for me. Facts.
Because I was there?
And tell Shitter to shut the hell up.
Oh, so original.
And yep, Brickhouse Club is falling down quicker than London Bridge. Did he make that up himself?
Because we lost one 309-pound sack of shit that we're falling down. I am not understanding that at all. Because last I checked, we actually still have a title.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I looked at it. There's 3 members of the original family. There's 3 members of the Brickhouse Club. There's 1 title in the original family. There's 1 title in the Brickhouse Club. I mean, the way
I'm playing devil's advocate, though, at the 41st anniversary, they did make a point to say that guys all won, where Brickhouse guys all didn't, except for Vex.
There you go. You know, and yes, and like I said, Roadblock, yeah, he lost to the better man. I'm not gonna take that from Cage, but the tag match, the Atkins cheated, and you know what? That's what cracks me up is that they cheated to win. The crowd saw it, they still cheered.
Even though
You saw how heavy they were breathing towards the end of the match because Cody and Greg were too fast for them. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from the Atkins. They are a great tag team. They know how to do the mat work very well because they were both high school wrestlers.
Mhm.
And it's something that they bring to the ring with them, and they're constantly practicing, constantly in the gym, constantly working out. But the fact that Greg and Cody still had them blown up, that was amazing.
If there's anything I post
well.
this, I killed the Brickhouse Club, and he and I know that.
How can you kill the club when there is still 3 of us, you freaking idiot? There's still 3 wrestlers and me, a total of 4. The same amount as the original family, as Professor Keith has already pointed out.
Yes.
So I guess that means if the Brickhouse Club's dead, then the original family is dead as well. I mean,
well, speaking of the family, did you notice that Hack Guy came running down to the ring and handed a business card to Roadblock? And Mike says, why are you humiliating Roadblock and driving him into the arms of the original family?
Why am I humiliating Roadblock? If anybody humiliated Roadblock, it's Roadblock himself.
Right.
It was sad. He couldn't get the job done. Not only could he not get the job done, he couldn't get the job done to a guy half his size. Like, come on. That was like, let's say Brock Lesnar versus Webster, and Webster still beat him.
Webster.
Wow. And correct me if I'm wrong,
I'm pretty sure you just compared
a dog collar match, right?
Yes, it was. Of course, the dog collar match. They're both going through with the weapons, the chairs, the drywall, and the kendo sticks and thumbtacks and whatever they can grab, they grabbed.
It was crazy.
But yeah. And like I said, Cage was the better guy. As far as me running Roadblock into the arms of the original family, again, this is where you're wearing blinders. Do me a favor, step away from that sheep that you have in front of you right now and listen closely, Mike.
Step away from the sheep.
Oh, do you not hear him on Facebook talk about sheep all the time? I guarantee. Do you ever notice, like, if you go to a fair in Quakertown, you never see a petting zoo, and that's because it's illegal to pet kids?
Wow.
But I guarantee is you go up to a sheep, one of them are going to look out, Mike, and be like, that's my dad. But yeah, let's go there. Anyway.
Me. You're worse than Cage, he says.
What is he talking? This
I don't know.
Talking about how stupid this guy is. Look how dumb he is making himself look right now. I am not saying me. I have said Roadblock. I have said Vex. I have said Cage. I've said the original family. I've mentioned Greg. I mentioned Cody. I have not said anything about me. Mike, oh my God, dude, listen. Pull the wool from your ears and listen. God, he's definitely been sheep herding way too long.
See you at the crossroads. You won't be lonely.
The crossroads.
He's stuck. Yeah, he's saying play Crossroads by Bone Thugs. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
I don't know. He's rambling. You know, his first couple of comments before the actual first one were incoherent, so I'm guessing he's had a few too many, so to speak.
Oh, just remember, all he drinks is Sprite. Oh, and God, that was my favorite comment the other day from Mike as well, when Mike actually had the nerve to call me a drunk. Dude, I don't drink. Like, my friends make fun of me because we will go to a bar, they will order like shots, they'll order beers, they'll order mixed drinks. I'm like, can I have a Pepsi, please? Like, that's how I drink. Like, you know, right here, I'm not lying. This is all I drink. This and Turkey Hill iced tea. That's it. And even the bartenders look at me like, are you a designated driver? I'm like, well, I'm driving myself. They are driving themselves.
Right.
Unless
maybe
they know it's like,
Big Spitter's back. Maybe I'll join the Brickhouse Club to even the odds.
Hey, why not, man? We got an open spot now.
Yeah.
And the fact is, TJ, man, you're losing the weight. You're hitting the gym hard.
Yeah.
And I see that guy I first met back when Elite Wrestling was still going on. When you walked through the door after I just seen you on Channel 69 News, you walked through the door, and now the guy that I'm seeing now is like half the size of that guy that I first met.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm very proud of him, and he's been busy lately coaching youth basketball. So, I mean, kudos to him.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Everything's getting back to normal after the pandemic. So that's his wheelhouse right there. That's his coaching youth basketball. So it's cool that he's even awake because he works nights. And he literally texts me. He literally texts me at like 5:30. He's like, "I'm staying up to see this Brickhouse episode." So,
Oh man, I appreciate that, dude. I really
there
do.
you go. There you go. Mr. Cage. Oh,
boy, here we go.
Brickhouse. How does it feel to be the one that's hated? You drove me to this from the beginning. You know about the Quakertown massacre involving PR Mafia. I'm glad you're feeling it now.
The Quakertown massacre involving the PR Mafia, Cage, I do believe that at that show, we came out and saved your ass in the ring that night, and that's when you decided to be disrespectful. But let's go back a little bit into that. What happened after you got jumped? What happened in the hallway of Quakertown as I was trying to make my way out to actually catch some cool air? Because if I remember correctly from the video, I got jumped by the Puerto Rican Mafia that night as well. And of course, Roadblock and Mal Havoc, yes, they did make the save a little too early, a little too late after I already got 70 kicks to the backside. But yeah, so you did get the beat down, but so did I. But you're the one who is still, over 2 years later, complaining about it. It happened. We came back. We tried. We had that big tag match up in Coventry after that. And unfortunately, the PR Mafia did win that. But what happened after that match? Where was the PR Mafia after that? But I can't really downgrade because, unfortunately, Pagan from the PR Mafia, he's no longer able to wrestle. The one day he was at home, ended up passing out. They rushed him to the hospital to find out that he actually had a brain tumor. And, the doctors said point blank, they did remove it. Thankfully, he's doing a lot better. But the doctors do not want him around a wrestling ring ever again.
That is a sad situation. Also, a sad thing for anybody to. I mean, I know it's felt throughout the wrestling community when it happens to one of your own like that.
Oh yeah.
The next live WWA show in Quakertown is Saturday, July 24th at the Q Mart. I know Brickhouse and the Club will be there. I know the Hack Guy and JT Cage will be there. I know Merrick Miami will be there, and the WWA champion Tony Batista will be there. Do you have a feeling about are you happy about that? Are you happy about Tony Batista winning the title or what?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm really glad.
Happy for him, or
I'm sorry?
Happy for him, or
yes, I'm very happy for him. Wyndham held that belt for a little over 3 years, and to see Tony, who just debuted last year at the 40th anniversary show, a year later come in and claim his not only his first title with the WWA, but his first world heavyweight title anywhere.
Anywhere, right? He's had a couple titles in other states, but not the heavyweight championship at any organization. That's his first heavyweight championship. Big TJ, salute to Brickhouse, JT Cage. You have to be at least 5 foot tall to comment.
Believe me, TJ, he's probably sitting on his booster seat at the table.
You called me a crybaby for getting jumped, and you did nothing. I was the original member of Brickhouse Club, and you left me laying.
How did we leave you laying? We came out to make the save. I extended my hand to help you up, and you smacked it away. How did I leave you laying? This one's up. Where are these people seeing these things from? There's video of this happening. And
did you watch the video today? That is what a true manager does.
Did I watch the video today?
Which video is he talking about? Because I don't know. I'm lost. When it comes
I'm
to him,
he's talking about back when we saved him from basically getting killed from the PR Mafia. Shit. If we would have known he was going to be this way, we should have let him do the job.
So he watches his own videos. That's what he's saying. Like, is it often? Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to know.
That's how he gets his rocks off 10 to him.
I was gonna say, you don't think he has winning the hardcore title on a loop? You don't think he has?
Well,
you know,
thing we can watch of all his victories? Come on now.
All his victories, there really weren't many. So far in WWA, I think he has 6.
Yeah,
and 2 of them were Roadblock.
There's a Summer of Ruin video.
Yeah, I think he just posted that today.
Oh my God,
Go
he
see
posted
that.
that from last year, leading into the events of the 41st anniversary show. And no, I didn't watch that because if you haven't been noticing anything today, excuse me, I've been busy dealing with that bonehead Mike.
Right.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that last name.
I can't either. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check out that Summer of Ruin video because I have not seen it. So I mean, you know,
Now a lot of us have lives and something that JTK doesn't have.
wow. So I mean, what's next for your boys? I mean, he got left. Tommy Vex is probably gonna have a title defense or soon, if not now, at least the September 25th show, maybe. What about the other guys? I mean, maybe get them involved in a tag title match sometime soon, maybe.
Well, that yes, but I think the one thing that I want to focus on right now, Roadblock put his hands on me. Roadblock made the choice to leave, so I want revenge. I want Roadblock against one of my guys at the next show.
Ooh. Have you spoken to Dino about that?
Family? Not yet. I actually, originally what I wanted to do was, since the Atkins screwed over my guys, I was thinking about going in and doing the whole tag team thing. But I spoke with them, and I don't know what's really going on there. But, you know, the more I sit back and I think about it, and the one person I would love Roadblock to take on first is one of the members he hasn't taken on yet. I want him and Greg to go one-on-one.
Greg the mechanic, Manuel.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be a great test for Greg.
I'll tell you one thing. We had him on the show, and I want nothing but the best for that kid. I really do. Just talking to him, getting to know him, and see what, you know, he's humble, but at the same time, he knows he's got a lot to learn, and he works hard.
That's the key word, what you just said about being humble. Do you know how many guys in this business have forgotten what that word actually means?
Oh, yes.
And the whole paying your dues, a lot of people think, oh, well, I've been in the business this long, so my dues are paid. Your dues are never done being paid. If a promoter gets a hold of you and says, hey, we need the ring set up. Hey, can you get here and help set up the chairs? We need help with the entryway. If they ask you to do it, you don't set your bags down and walk away and be like, oh, well, let me go get something to eat or drink first. No, we came to that show to make sure that things were put together to put on a great show for these fans. If the promoter asks you something, you fucking do it, man. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I told you I was going to drop it, but there
I know. I'm letting it. I told you to let it fly. That's me.
I'm 100% with you on that. You know,
stop dealing with fans and deal with real shit.
Nah, I mean, what the hell is he doing? Watch a scary movie too?
Nah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Not I mean.
Nah, I mean, nah, I'm saying.
I'm supposed to say it like that. Nah, I mean, but he can get mad. He can get mad at me for that because I said it that. Nah, I mean, yes, I know what you mean.
I didn't know they say that.
Whoa. Wait a minute. The first sentence is clubbing. Like, isn't he the guy that hangs out at bars?
Yes, every day. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, okay. Stop worrying about clubbing. Stop worrying about fans. Focus on how much you suck and how you possibly get better. Because right now, we're all laughing at your stank ass.
Well, due to the fact that your face only comes up to my ass when we stand face to face, or yeah, I can't help it. Like, God was not nice to him when it came to the height department. But anyway, you're gonna sit there and tell me that, you know what? I'm a man. I don't want to speak words. All right, I came on here to clear up the air, even though still Mike is with the blinders because he's gonna see what he wants to see. And there's one thing about blinders that people don't understand. Just like when you put the blinders on the cattle, you're going to walk down that chute. You're going to put your head through that hole. That clasp is going to come around you. It's going to flip you upside down, and that blade is going to cut your neck and watch you bleed out. But you don't think about that part, do you?
Man, Keith, I'm seeing a more intense Brickhouse here, right?
I mean, yeah, I really am. You know, it's starting to sound like this is not a one show problem. That maybe you and Brickhouse, I'm sorry, maybe you and Roadblock, this has been building for a little
Oh,
while. This
you
is
guys haven't
something.
noticed anything else with Roadblock? Because there's something else I haven't mentioned yet.
What's that?
What would that be?
You guys didn't notice what happened in the last 3-4 shows with him? Did you notice that he stopped wearing the Brickhouse Club colors?
Yeah.
I did actually notice that. Yeah.
How he was always coming out wearing his little "I'm an American boy" T-shirt. Yeah, okay, dude. You're a true American, all right. Let me tell you. Turn your back on your brothers. That's exactly what an American does. Now the thing is, Mike's also going to tell me about military, and Roadblock comes out, USA, USA, dude. Do you know anything about serving in the military? Did any of your family serve in the military? No, not one of them. You go check all the men in my family's headstones that are in the ground right now, and you will see anywhere World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam, Desert Storm. It keeps going on and on and on. Yes, unfortunately, with my family, it did stop with me and my siblings. That's where it stopped because, unfortunately, we got the bad side. Why am I jealous of Roadblock? What is there to be jealous of? Okay, so let me tell another story for you guys. Back when Tommy Vex won the High Impact Championship, me and Greg were actually standing behind the curtain watching the match. Tommy got the 3 count. I looked at Roadblock. I'm like, hey, man, let's go out and congratulate him. He goes, I'm the champion, and if I go out there, it's going to take away from his title win. Dude, you were the United States Hardcore Champion. A belt that only surfaced about 3 or 4 years ago, where the High Impact Championship has been around at least 16 years. That belt had a hell of a lot more prestige to it than the United States Hardcore title. But you think you're going to go out there and you're going to take away from somebody. We were going out there to congratulate a brother. We weren't going out there to see which title was better. We weren't going to go and be like, hey, we got another gold in the family or anything like that. We were going out there to congratulate him. That's all we were doing. But no, it's I'm better. I'm the champion. Do you know how many times I had to tell him, bro, you are the United States Hardcore Champion. I will not take that from you. However, the champion of the WWA, the champion to beat at the time was Wyndham James Winthrop III, not him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, you're holding a mid-card title. Yes, you're still holding a title, a championship. But do not try to take away from the prestige of the titles before you. And especially, like, Tony and Wyndham, man, they put on one hell of a match at the 41st anniversary show. And again, Tommy with Suicide Myers, that was another great match. You cannot take away from these guys and the prestige of those belts. And I would never, ever attempt it. Where Roadblock didn't care about the legacy of the WWA World Heavyweight title. He didn't care about the legacy of the WWA High Impact title. The only thing that Roadblock cared about himself was himself. Nobody else.
But isn't that what you do, says Mr. Cage? Lead the lamb to the slaughter with your Kool-Aid. Roadblock's seen the light finally, and I'm proud of him.
Roadblock's seen the light. Roadblock seen that he couldn't win without me. That's what Roadblock saw. Roadblock saw that the reason why he has victories under his belt is because of me. Not because of the fans, not because of the promoters. It was because of me. The same reason, JT Cage, that the reason why you have victories under your belt is because of Hat Guy. Not because of you, it's because of Hat Guy. Hat Guy making sure that things were getting done, not you.
Dina chimes in, hey, Cows, I don't know how to take you anymore. You're losing me as a fan. I think she meant cuz there.
I don't Cows, cuz. What? Hey, cuz.
Yeah, hey, cuz, I don't know how to take you anymore. You're losing me as a fan.
Dina, let me ask you a question real quick. Do you think I care? Not one bit. I don't give a damn right now who follows me and who doesn't. I don't give a damn right now who likes me and who doesn't. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to look out for the club. All right, you want to go walk away. You want to, oh, you're going to lose me as a fan, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Oh, here we go again. Mike again. Again, where did that come into play? Again.
In fairness, he was asked a personal question, Mike.
He was.
You know, Mike, I don't care. After your last week, I could send you to the slaughter myself. Hell, I would love to slaughter you myself, to be honest.
I won't fair, so shut the hell up. I don't know what that means.
He did win.
He said, I won fair.
I won fair.
He did win both those matches without Hat Guy's help. He is right about that. Like we've been saying, there is video. Go back and watch the video. I am in no way a shill for Hat or JT, but I gotta say, in fairness,
in the videos that they've been doing with their promos on Facebook and everything, Hat Guy was the one hyping up JT Cage. Hat Guy was the one getting him in the right mindset as a manager should. Therefore, Cage did not do this by himself. He did have Hat Guy in his corner, getting him in the right mindset that he had to be.
That's true.
If you fans have not seen this, if you weren't there live at any of these shows, go to YouTube, type in WWWA Wrestling, and you can find all these matches. Type in the 41st anniversary. You can find every match on there, including that dog collar match, including that title match that Brickhouse mentioned earlier, the Tony Batista versus Wyndham match at the end.
Yeah,
it was all great. Keith and I were there. Keith was front row ringside. I was there with my boy. We had a great time as usual.
I brought the kids. They loved it. They similarly went nuts when the Atkins cheated. They were non-happy fans then.
Do you or do you not respect the value your fans? It does not sound like it.
Let me tell you, do I value what the fans think or anything like that? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I'm not going to kiss people's asses anymore, man. You sit back, you kiss ass, you try to get that respect that you want so badly. You know what it does? It holds you back. It does nothing more. It doesn't take you forward. It doesn't lead you to anything. That's for damn sure. But it holds you back. So from now on, you got to have your eyes on the prize and don't worry about what the hell anybody else thinks.
I'm seeing a different Brickhouse here, Keith, but I have to admit, you know me, Keith, I like heels. I like this attitude myself.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's a rough moment. I'm sure there's a lot of emotions going on for Brickhouse right now. And look, nobody likes to be attacked. And let's remember that too. You can disagree with what Brickhouse is saying right now. You can disagree with, we can armchair quarterback it, and we can disagree with his decisions, and we can say, you know, we can go back and watch the tapes and disagree with his interpretation of events.
I don't disagree with it.
But at the same token, I mean, you got to be respectful too. If you want respect, you need to give respect. He is right about that. If you're going to
If you want to see the fallout of this, man, if you want to see what happens next between Roadblock and Brickhouse, go down to Quakertown on July 24th. Get your tickets for the show at Q-Mart. I believe it's $20 front row and $15 general admission. Go to the shows. They are always entertaining. Dino Santa puts on a great show usually, but and now with all this other stuff.
Not to cut you off, and it's very family friendly too. I bring the kids all the time.
He brings the kids.
They have a ball. Every month
have a great time seeing all the stars of WWA wrestle. They've been in business now for over 40 years. We just were at the 41st. Keith and I were at the 40th last summer outside. We were at the 41st this last weekend, and that's when all this stuff happened. And we are hooked as fans as far as WWA goes. So head on down to Quakertown on the 24th and check them out. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee it.
And one thing, like with some of the fans too, especially with these WWE and TNA and NXT fans, whatever, you know, a lot of these guys don't bother to give the independent promotions a fair shot and everything. But as you guys have seen come to WWA, there are some times where we're putting on a show that's 10 times better than any show, any of these live stream.
It's
promotions.
wrestling. It's
Yes.
what we miss the most.
Yes.
Keith and I
It's
have drifted far away from the current mainstream WWE product and even AEW. We gave AEW a fair shot. We were hoping, oh my God, I hope AEW like succeeds, you know, because all you had really was WWE for a long time as far as wrestling TV goes.
Since 2001, and then probably when Impact came around. Or TNA.
Correct.
Yeah,
Ever since 2000, and Keith, we did a whole show on what happened since 2001 to wrestling, and this is getting us back into it. Having this show, talking to meeting independent promoters, independent wrestlers, managers like yourself, referees, having you guys come on here, tell your stories, having us show up at these events. It's gotten us back. It's relit a fire. And if you hate the current product, you watch Raw and SmackDown and you can't stand it, go support your locals. And if you're not in Pennsylvania, look it up. There's wrestling in every state. All over. New Jersey, New York, Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky, wherever you're at, there's wrestling. I guarantee it.
And let's not forget the 3 main states, besides Pennsylvania, Florida, and California. All 3 of those, you can actually find Wild Samoan wrestling as well. I know Rikishi runs a promotion up in Cali. Samu and Lance run the one here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then the one in Florida is run by the original Wild Samoan Alpha Senior.
That's awesome. All right, so let's because Hat Guy's the superior manager, what the hell? You suck. We don't deal with it. I have the best manager on this side of the pond. Suck it, Bricks.
This is getting like elementary school now. Like,
I know.
If you're gonna tell him he's smelly?
If you could manage, you would have won. The original
this
family
is why people
rules.
shouldn't be commenting when they're at a bar.
Hi, Fred. Welcome.
You're the best of the worst.
It's like they're all drinking together.
I see Hat
I'm
Guy.
gonna comment next. Right, Keith?
You know, that's how it works. Hat Guy buys around and he gets a friend. There you go.
Oh, that's how you got Cage. Here, have a beer, my friend.
Have a beer. Comment on this show for me. Here, I'll even give you a script.
Brickhouse, I have a question myself.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Mr. Cage has requested to come on with you at this very moment.
Oh my God. Why is it that everybody got to try to get into the limelight? I don't understand this at all.
And if you say no, I'll tell him no.
Put the little bastard on.
Wow. Okay, then. I told him I'd ask you. If you said no, I wasn't going to do it.
Last I checked, this was supposed to be about Brickhouse, and now Cage, the original family, I guarantee Dina and Fred are probably going to be there. Hey, Fred.
Why should we root for you over the original family?
I feel like that question is self-evident.
Yeah, I feel like I've already answered this question multiple times now.
Multiple times.
I don't care if you do or not. God.
You want to root for the original family, Mike? Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Buy your Hawaiian shirt and, put up a sign that says Brickhouse sucks. He's not going to care.
Yeah, you know how many times it's happened already? Like, I really don't care.
I got to tell you, though, man, I love the new attitude. I told you before the show, and I've told you many times, and I hope it sinks in. I have always rooted for the heels in the movies. I've always rooted for the heels in the TV shows. And so when I come to your shows, I openly root for JT Cage and Hat Guy because they were the heels.
Yeah, you're gonna get heat in my little
But wait, Keith. This new attitude I'm hearing out of Brickhouse is very heel-esque. And so I'm just trying to say, I love it.
Well,
it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I mean, he's been attacked all week, so I can certainly understand why he would be upset by that. Because, I mean, like I say, you disagree with somebody, what somebody's doing. Okay, that's your right. Free country and all that. But man, you cannot go telling people, "Hey, I want respect," and basically ending it with, "I want respect, you piece of shit." That's not going to work. That's not going to fly with anybody.
No.
A fair reminder to the fans. I'm going to say this one more time before Mr. Cage shows up and it gets mayhem in here, Keith.
Yeah.
The next live WWA show in Quakertown is July 24th, Saturday, July 24th at the Q Mart. Get your tickets. Go to Facebook, find the link, or however you get your tickets, and go see those shows. Support your locals. Keith and I will be at the Legends of Hamburg Professional Wrestling Fan Fest Saturday, July 24th, that same day. Get your tickets and info at www.legendsofhamburg.com. Keith and I will have a table there. Come see us. Mike, I bet you $1 million Mike's going to be in Quakertown, though.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Mealy Mouth. Now he's name calling now.
Yeah.
That's been him all week. Like, I'm just learning to ignore it.
Yeah, it's
right. It's gonna come to the point right now. You got to hit the unfollow button because it's pointless anymore with this guy. It really is.
I'm giving JT Kids like 2 minutes, and then I'm sorry. I'm gonna give him 5 minutes rather, and then we're gonna wrap this up because I sent him the link, and he pops on. But anyway, yeah.
Come on, Cage. Get off the bar stool. Hit enter. I guarantee you tried to jump off the bar stool and landed face first. Don't make it small enough for him.
Because he was sitting on the bar stool drinking for the past couple hours, and now the room went spinning, and he's like, I can't even type my name in.
I would love to see his bar stool because I guarantee it's like one of those office chairs you gotta like boost yourself up on it to get up to the top.
I don't know. His last few comments were pretty coherent.
Oh, maybe you switched to coffee.
I don't know.
It does stunt your growth.
What do you? I'm going to ask you this real quick before he comes on. Is what do you make of the challenge that was accepted by Merrick Miami for September 25th versus Matt effing Cardona?
No. Let's turn that right back around the way that it was. Merrick Miami threw the challenge to Cardona. Well, it sounded like you said that Merrick Miami.
No, Merrick Miami threw the challenge out. Cardona's going to be there on September 25th.
I'm actually pumped for that show. I really am.
I am too.
I know Cardona's actually been doing a lot of shows in PA. So it made me wonder.
Yo, we don't only have Cage, we got Hat too.
Of course we do. When you get one, you get one.
Can't go one without the other.
Yeah, what's up?
What the hell? Are you in the bathroom?
Can he hear us?
It's a delayed thing if you actually hear it.
Oh, there we go. We were already talking, and I thought we were live, but apparently we were not. But by the way, I can't hear what you guys are saying. Are we on or not?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Are we on? All right, good. Listen to me carefully, Brickhouse, Outhouse, whatever you want to call yourself these days. Listen.
You notice how his hands are going all over the place? Like, I can see.
I turned on you. Okay? I'm pissed off Roadblock. And now he don't like you either. What does that sum up to be? Maybe you are the freaking problem. Okay? Maybe it's just you.
Okay, maybe this is a question that I asked in the beginning
of
the show.
Holding Wyndham's flag. You had one job to do. Hold the damn flag, and you couldn't do that right. And then he turned on.
Turned on Wyndham.
But I sit here as your WWA United States hardcore champion. And I'm sitting here with the manager of all managers, the original hack guy, front and center. Original family.
And let me tell you something, Brickhouse. You know what? You cater to the fans. For 20 years, the fans hated my guts.
Still do.
Do I care? Hell no.
Nope.
You need to concentrate on yourself and the
you need
people
to
you
concentrate
manage.
on what you're saying.
Who cares what the fans think?
Did they even listen to
Now, you said something earlier.
I don't think they listen to anything that we said here today.
To that,
they can't hear it.
You will be a little more successful. Take it from the advice of a manager that's been around.
If you could get it out of your mouth.
Don't worry about the fans. I don't.
And what you need to stop worrying about is me. Because that war ended.
Where in the hell was this interview going with the original family?
Shut up. Keep my name out your mouth. Worry about what you want to do. Patch up and play patty cake with Roadblock. Worry about that. Don't
Literally,
worry about me.
every post Brickhouse makes
gonna
is
still
right
be
there. It's
doing
like
my
single
thing.
They
female.
can't hear us, by the way. They can't hear us. I know.
Okay?
I'm just telling you.
I'm going to be putting people to bed left and right. And then when you're feeling froggy enough, if you still think you tough, because you talk a lot of shit.
No, I was being facts.
Hey, this man beat Roadblock twice. Once for the title.
No way! Really? Didn't I just say that?
I can't hear you.
We're looking for other opponents. We don't even care about Roadblock anymore. We're moving on to bigger and better things.
And Brickhouse, I damn sure don't give a damn about you. You turned on me 2 years ago. I turned on you. And who became the better man? I won the war. So please, shut the hell up with your
sibling. How did
sibling.
he win the war?
But I respect it a little bit because now you know how I feel when people, the fans, are coming at you. Deal with it. Grow a pair. Deal with it. Stop crying.
Not one person's
Fans
crying.
Don't mean nothing. Brickhouse, you make up your own mind. You do what you feel is right. Hey, maybe Roadblock wasn't what it was all cracked up to be.
Mom, the Duke can't hear what you're saying.
You know, hey,
well,
I've had guys turn on me too. And they've suffered the consequences. So you do what you got to do, and we're going to take care of our business.
And Gene, Brickhouse Mammy.
Oh, he did hear it.
Let me tell you this.
Oh, he can read it.
Tuck your son in nice, because I believe I already did that.
Tuck her son in? Is that what you just said?
Tuck him in nice. Yeah. Give him some warm milk and tell him to go to bed. I'm done with this. How do I exit this? How do I exit this? I don't know how to exit this.
Just throw it on the ground.
There's a lot of damn buttons.
We got the money.
And a lot of
oh, God. Oh, thank God you cut them off.
That was predictably chaotic.
I had enough. The internet was bad. He couldn't hear what you guys were saying, but it was really funny.
They couldn't hear us.
It was really funny though because you were commenting on every word they said, but they couldn't hear your comments. All they could read was this.
But you know they're going to go back and they're going to watch it and they're going to study it and they're going to come on here Wednesday and they're going to.
They were drunk, Keith.
Rip it apart.
I'll say possibly they're not even going to remember they did this.
That's also
I'm with you, man. All right.
Wednesday is going to be tough enough without them trying to pick apart the last 5 minutes or so of this show.
We're going to wrap this up, my brother. We're getting close to that hour, but what if you could sum this all up one more time, like sum it up for everybody that was watching in case they just joined us and saw that nonsense.
First off, with the original family, to hell with you guys. I really don't care about you. As far as Roadblock goes, to hell with you because you decided to turn your back on us. But again, that's 309 pounds of shit off my shoulders on to worry about anymore. And as far as the rest of the Brickhouse Club goes, we're good. There's no complaints. Everybody out there is talking about, the Brickhouse Club is dead. We're still together. Just because we lost Roadblock doesn't mean that we're dead. He chose to go his own path. He chose to hit me. But I promise you, revenge is going to be served. Hometown hero or not, I don't care. Quakertown person or not, I don't care. Because so far, with Mike being from Quakertown, with Roadblock being from Quakertown, let me tell you, it does not say much for Quakertown. Horrible.
I've got my best friend is from Quakertown, and I showed her a video on Botchamania of somebody giving a Slayer some crap from a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Oh yeah,
that was a great Slayer made for Botchamania. That was awesome.
And I showed her that, and she's like, "Yup, that's Quakertown."
Yeah. See, even she knows, so she probably doesn't even admit she's from Quakertown.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're out of here. Thank you for everybody that chimed in, even JT Cage and the Hack Guy. Thank you to those guys. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to Mama Jean. Thank you so much for popping in there on us. Thank you for everybody. Thank you everybody that chimed in. Big TJ Spitter for chiming in earlier.
Yes.
And everybody else. And thank you most of all to Brickhouse for setting the record straight. And we will see what happens next. Saturday, July 24th at Quakertown.
Yes, sir.
You're absolutely welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you very much. All right, any last words, Keith?
You know, I really feel bad. I mean, I'm as excited as I am to go to Hamburg. I really hate to miss a WWA show, you know, because obviously things are
support your locals, boys and girls. Go to that show. See what happens next.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, guys. Like Alan said, if you love wrestling but you don't love what the big mainstream companies are doing, go
support the original family winners, the winners. That's on you, buddy.
Another round was born.
All right, man. For Professor Keith, for Brickhouse, for the entire WWA, for everybody else watching, I'm the Big Al Boski. This has been Around the Turnbuckle. Keith and I will be back tomorrow with Rudy Boy Gonzalez from Top of Texas Wrestling in Texas tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So see us then, and we'll see you all next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch it. Brother. Oh, yeah. Woo! What? If you smell what the rock